says we're live. Hello to anybody that can hear me. All right. All righty. Hello, Chris the fam. Greetings. Are you having a good night? Boy, it came up a golly washer here today. We've got a little bit of wind and then a whole bunch of rain. Rain came down. Didn't last very long. I didn't go out to see the rain gauge. It rained there too. Well, I'm in Illinois. What state are you in, Chris? And I'm sure you've told me before, but hey, my memory is short like other things. Ohio. There's Dean Machine. Hello, Aaron. Boy, I can take a nap and I can't get enough sleep. I don't know why. I had a hard time going to sleep last night, but boy, I can sit in that chair, pull that sleep lever. It's lights out. When you get older, you know. Hello, Brian. Well, I don't know if it's true or not, but they said the three worst states was California, Texas, and Florida. It just depends on who you listen to. I think there's a bunch of false numbers out there. Yeah, that's what they're saying. But I talked to people that works at the hospital. How many cases you got? One. One. So tell me that. When I go to the store, I am going to wear my mask. I'm not going to take a chance. And I'm not going unless I just have to. Your county had 8,000. Well, let's just hope that you're not one of them, Brian. From the beginning, yes, I understand. But see, Trump thinks that once you die, then the numbers go down. So well, we're down to 4 people. Kim, the good thing is we should get another stimulus check next month. What you going to do with yours? Well, I'm going to pay off my credit card or pay down on my car. Yeah, I just seen on the news that the Democrats was going to scrounge another check for us. I don't know if Nancy's behind this one, but I'll take it. It doesn't make me any difference. I'll take it. I'm not proud. Yes, pay down on your truck. That'll knock the interest down. Hey, looky here. There's Stray.
We are going to take your channel down.
Do what?
We are going to take your channel down.
Okay.
What are you doing, Kim?
I just killing time.
Huh?
Just killing time. Oh, Brian brought you some yellow things. Can you see chat? Stray.
Yeah.
You said you're number one 4 times.
Yeah. I didn't know you could count that high.
Brian, I think he said he was going to spend it on wine, women, and song.
I'm going on a little trip. Going on a little trip.
Well, I already took a trip. So if we could get another check, it'd be great.
Boy, I just got done eating some real authentic Cajun boiled peanuts. And I hate to say it, Kim, but when you was down at Waterbugs, he bought you some peanuts. If they get hard after they sit for a minute, he didn't cook them correctly.
Well,
They don't get hard. They get softer, and they soak up the juice.
okay. Well, that guy there in Warm Springs, his got harder, like it was raw.
They didn't cook them long enough.
Well, how long you cook them?
No, till tender.
I seen on the internet doing it in an Instant Pot, 1.5 hours with a half a cup of salt. Hello, Iron Dog. I sure would like to taste your uh, distilled, frozen distilled wine. I'll bet that knock you on your butt.
Yeah, it'll average about 18% alcohol. People hollering that it turns it into liquor. It don't. I've done it and measured it with a hydrometer. At best, you get 18 to 22% alcohol.
Did you watch his video, Stray?
Yeah.
He froze it and let the water run off. Well, no, the water stayed in as ice. He let the liquor run off.
Yeah, whatever didn't freeze is your alcohol.
Right. I think it's a great idea myself. Big Steve, I wish you'd have kept that bib. Bobby McNutt sent you. I like that video. In fact, Big Steve, won't you come up? You got a link. I seen the video. Oh, I didn't know dog was feeling bad.
You get you some bull peanuts. You get the green ones. And then you boil them for about an hour to 45 minutes to 2 hours at about 350, 400 degrees. Meanwhile, you're seasoning them with whatever you like, Cajun style, plain, salt and pepper. I have seen people throw ham hock in there.
Well, I don't want them hot. I did like them down there.
Yeah, but if it was cooked and they brought back and they sit a little bit and then they turn hard again, they wasn't cooked to full term.
Well, she cooked them in the pressure cooker. I don't know how long. I need to order me some. When I was down there in Georgia, I went in Walmart and they had a big pallet of peanuts. I thought, well, I'll try one. Well, it was raw. See, like here, if we'd had peanuts sitting there, they would have been roasted.
Right.
But I can't eat too many of them because I've got that diverticulitis.
If you do it right, and you crack them out of that shell, it's kind of like chewing on a pinto bean with flavor. They're real soft.
Yeah. Well, I looked it up. I need to order me some green peanuts. You got any green peanuts down there?
I got some white ones.
Yeah, but are they raw?
Yeah. Home of peanuts is in your southern part of the United States, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Mississippi. Yeah, but Junior, they're never hard though when they're done. They're soft like a brown bean. Then
Yeah.
you just flavor them. You just
So
flavor them with
these
whatever
ones
flavoring you like.
off, and then they got hard.
It got hard.
Yeah, the peanuts got hard.
It's about half done then. Once it cooled off. When they've all sunk to the bottom, time to eat them like crawfish. There you go, Junior. Throw some Cajun seasoning in there, a little bit of spices, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of pepper. I have seen people throw in some bacon and some ham hock for a little extra flavor. They're pretty damn good. Chop you up some jalapeno peppers in there too.
Nope, run it.
To give it a little spice and kick.
Don't need no spice and kick.
And throw you a little bit of Cajun rub off up in there. Stir it up real good. Hot damn. Cajun bull nuts is where they're at, Steve. Tell them. Don't listen to me, Steve. Tell them.
Yeah, but I don't care for the hot. Turn that heat down.
Oh, but they're so good.
Are you half sick, Steve?
You can always throw sweet heat in there. Yeah, Junior, that's right. Green ones take about a half an hour and a half.
Now, what's he talking about? Ice them.
Cool them down after you cook them. Cool them down. You can sell a small bag or a small cup of them after you get them done. Anywhere $2.50, $3 a cup. That's delicious, man. And they're not as hot as you think they are. What's your name again, fat boy? Oh, Kim. That's it.
Yeah, I am a fat boy, but he's a fat boy. I'm going to see about ordering me some. What's the difference between green and raw?
Green and broiled. Broiled peanuts has already been cooked.
No. They're saying raw ones or green ones. What's the difference in the two?
The raw one and the green one?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They're both raw.
They're both raw. Okay. But when you pop a top again.
That's beer.
Yeah.
Well, is it a cry for me to drink a beer? I'm 47, white and free.
Okay.
What better goes with boiled peanuts, Raging Cajun style, than a cold beer?
Okay. $12 for how much? How many peanuts do you get for $12?
I think you get like anywhere between a 16-ounce to a 26-ounce bag. Just cut the ends off of them. Put them in the water, salt it down, pepper it down, season it with whatever flavor you like. Boil them, steam them for about an hour, hour and a half.
Well, if I get them, I'm going to put them in the pressure cooker.
Now, I don't know about pressure cooker. I don't know none of that. I know the original pressure cooker, how to boil them. And that's a pot on the top of the stove.
Yeah, I understand. But you put them in the pressure cooker and it takes a fourth of the time.
Sometimes things that taste good needs to be cooked longer.
I'm not for sure if they raise them around here. When me and Waterbug was out riding around, he showed me a field of them. He said, them peanuts out there. I mean, they was out there like beans.
They are. They're kind of like a bean when you cook them.
Yeah, I don't want to buy a oil peanut. I seen Pawpaw Bob doing it cheap, eating them out of a can.
No, the can sucks. You don't want to eat peanuts out of a can unless they're dry roasted.
Right.
Or a can of mixed nuts. That's why if you ever took a road trip from Tennessee to Georgia, Georgia to Mississippi, Mississippi to South Carolina, You want an authentic boiled peanut? That's where you need to get it from.
Yeah, I did. I got them from that guy there in Warm Springs, Georgia. But when they cooled off, they got hard.
They didn't do them right. They didn't cook them long enough.
Well, I don't know.
An authentic boiled peanut, an authentic peanut. When you bite into it, it's like biting into a brown pinto bean.
Well, these were soft until they cooled off.
They didn't cook them long enough.
I'm gonna try to find me some and cook them the way it says on the internet.
I guarantee they won't be hard.
It said to put your beans in there, put a half a cup of salt, cover them with water, and put your grate in there to keep them below water. Turn them on and let them run for an hour and a half.
Seasoning to taste.
Oh, the salt seasoning. But when I went down there, my sister said, "Oh, you won't like them." I loved them. I thought they was great. I couldn't eat them fast enough. But when they cooled off, they got hard.
Nope. Cooked wrong or not long enough.
Not long enough because how can you mess that up?
That's like a brown bean, soup bean, or pinto bean, however y'all call it there where you're at. You can cook them for a couple of hours and they'd be good and soft, but once they start getting cold and cooling down, they hard again.
Yeah. Now I found some in okay, Kim sent you an email with peanuts. All right. I'll have to check that out, Arno. But I went into a filling station and they had these little pots like you get soup out of, and they
Yeah,
had original and they had Cajun.
yeah, and you pick them up and you load them over into your coffee cup or styrofoam cup.
Well, they give you a container. You dip them in there, put the lid on, take it up there, pay for it.
Right.
That's right. I didn't eat them fast enough. Okay, let me check out Iron Dogs.
I'll tell you another good bean to cook, Kim, or a peanut or nut, whatever. Get you a bag of pistachios at Walmart. To get you a small kettle. Pour them over in that small kettle till the water's about an inch to an half an inch, 2 inches above it. Get you a can of Cavender's seasoning salt. Pour in there on top of that. A little bit of salt and pepper. Boil them, cook them for about 45 minutes.
Cool. Okay, Iron Dog. Did you buy them in your state, or did somebody email them, or somebody mail them to you?
What's that?
Peanuts, raw peanuts.
You can go to the grocery store and get raw peanuts.
I don't know if I can here or not. I'll have to check into it.
Most grocery stores sells raw peanuts.
Yeah, but we're in Hicktown, so we don't have stuff like you all do.
You got Kroger?
Let me tell you something that when we was down there at Waterbugs, we was telling her about Country Bob's steak sauce. Oh, is that where you bought it? At Shipshewana? I've been up to Shipshewana. But anyhow, they had Country Bob's sweet and sweet honey sauce or something. And they bought a can of it. We tried it down there. It was great. I come home and Walmart had a whole end case of it. And I bought a bottle. I went back out to get another one. They're all gone. Everybody liked them. Hello,
if you could get a hold of Stubbs barbecue sauce, try that one time.
Now, this here I like. In fact, if I don't get any, if they don't get any back in stock, I'm going to order some. Sweet Baby Ray's and Studs is probably good, or whatever you said.
Sweet Baby Ray's or Studs.
What? If you try this Country Bob's sweet honey, you'll throw that other stuff away. I mean, it's good.
The best barbecue sauce you can buy comes straight out of Tennessee. It's called, I think it's called Whole Hog. Oh my God.
I'll bet it's good.
Can't be this big and not be good.
Oh, I feel better now.
Hell yeah. What's the rating on that, y'all?
I'm glad it didn't come out the other end.
Not bad manners, just good beer.
Tim, I'll bet your barbecue sauce is good. But I bought, I think it was an 18-ounce bottle of that stuff. They probably promoted it to get you hooked on it. It was only $1.74 for an 18-ounce bottle. I looked at it online. They want $4 or $5 for it.
Have you got a Walmart in your area, Kim?
Yeah, that's where I found it.
All right. Do you like chicken? Fried chicken, baked chicken?
I like chicken in my pressure cooker.
Okay. That'll work. Go to Walmart when you get a chance. And it's Walmart brand. And it's called chicken dipping sauce.
No, I used that Country Bob sauce on it today.
It's orange color.
You
ever ate a chicken fillet?
No.
Well, you need to try this sauce.
I cooked 2 thighs and 1 breast for her, and we used that Country Bob stuff on it. I liked it.
There's 2 seasons that you need to get at Walmart. One called Cavender's, and 2 called chicken dipping sauce. It's value time, made by Walmart. Now, Cavender's is a seasoning that comes out of Arkansas. Good on everything.
Chris
I
said,
have
Kim, I found your hero. Yeah, he's Joe Biden. That's my hero.
oh Lord.
I just bought me a Joe Biden's hat. I got it ordered from Walmart.com. I'm going to start wearing. That's it. You just spelled it wrong. I'm going to start wearing my Joe Biden hat. He's going to bring us out of this crisis.
He ain't gonna make 2020.
Yeah, he is.
You gonna bet on it right here, right now, on live?
No, no, I don't want to take your money.
No, I'll give you my money. Bet me.
No,
Are you scared? Jump in my pocket and I'll carry you like a wallet.
no, because you don't have enough money to bet.
Well, how much you want to fucking bet?
I don't want to bet nothing because he gonna win.
Well, what do you mean I don't have enough money to bet?
I don't know.
I bet you $50.
Well, I won't.
You ain't too confident in your man, are you?
Yeah, I am, but I ain't gonna bet.
Why not?
I just ain't gonna bet because the thing of it is, he is gonna win. The chances of Trump cheating is very likely.
Trump's going 4 more years.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, make America great again.
Yeah, really. The economy's down. We've sent businesses overseas. We got a Trump virus. Yeah,
Look,
right.
look all that was up before Corona's hit, though.
We was down.
Jobs was up.
No, they wasn't. They was up
Before,
because Obama.
before Corona hit, yeah, it was.
Yeah, Obama had us up, and he was just riding
Wow.
on
Obama was a
Obama's shoestrings.
Obama was a village idiot.
No, I don't think so. Whoops, hit the wrong button. Come on, Steve, you're supposed to be on my side. Okay, Iron Dog. Well, face the facts. Biden is up by points. You wouldn't believe how much he is on the race. Whoops. Okay, I can't unmute you. Yeah, Hillary won. That's right, Brian. Then the Russians took over.
If you can't blame nobody else, blame the Russians.
Well, that was the truth, though. How did we get on this subject?
Oh no, I was talking about peanuts.
Yeah, I'm going to buy some peanuts and boil them myself. We'll see what they taste like. I'll put them in that pressure cooker. Put the salt to them. No Cajun shit.
No, I ain't motherfucking drunk, Steve. I've had 2 beers and a cup of damn Cajun style nuts.
Oh, you're eating boiled nuts now?
Yeah. Straight where nuts originated from. Deep south of Mississippi.
I didn't start it, Brian. Stray did.
Well, I did what?
Started this subject about Trump.
Biden ain't got a snowball chance in hell.
Well, I'll put the snowball in hell and see what happens.
I put $10 on it.
Well, keep your $10. I ain't betting. I told you. Because I ain't taking your money.
I bet you $10 you won't bet.
Well, I'm not going to bet. I told you I was broke.
Yeah, right, Kim. I know better than that.
I'm waiting for the Democrats to give me another check.
Not the same kind of peanuts South Carolina smell. How about $1? What
Yep.
about $1? I'll take that $1.
You guys better keep your money in case Trump gets in there because the Republicans wrote him a blank check. All he's been doing for the last 3.5 years is campaigning. If, and he will not, but if he was to win, oh my God.
I don't care who wins the president. I don't care who wins.
You think he's bad now? We can't stand another 4 years of an idiot.
It's a presidency. As long as whoever does win. For one time before I die, before I leave this world, I would like to see one of them, at least one of them, stick to what they're going to fucking say they're going to do.
Well, Obama did.
Obama didn't either.
Yeah, he did.
What?
He did.
Give us a
Well,
first
I can't name it, but he got the economy going. He got rid of Bin Laden? I don't know. There was 4 different things he got. Now here comes a troublemaker. I don't know whether to let you up there yet or not, Chris.
Oh my God.
Hey. Boy, you talk about a troublemaker. I got some trouble for y'all. You know, with all this toppling of the statues and stuff, because those people were treasonous to our country. They turned against the United States. They were treasonous. We are also taking down the Democrat Party, too, for their part of treason against the United States. So the Democrat Party is going to be taken completely down because of their treason.
I don't think so. We got a Republican president up there that's committed treason.
The old Democratic Party committed treason.
How's that?
They fought for slavery. They pitted the South against the North.
Well, it's been that way for years. The North's
Yeah, well,
been
those
against the South. The North has
Those
been against the
statues that
South.
the Democrats now want to remove have been there for years
The
too.
North has been against the South, and the South has been against the North for years.
See how I got this going? I don't have to do nothing now.
All you had to do is bring me up.
I don't have to do anything. I don't have to say a word.
All I gotta say is there's a lot of bloody motherfuckers out there today.
So, Grizz, what do you think about the boiled peanuts? Have you had boiled peanuts?
No, I haven't had them yet. I haven't found any raw peanuts to boil yet.
Well, I'm going to Walmart tomorrow. I got to get some medicine I'm going to look to see if we got any. If we don't have any at Walmart, I'm going to order some. And I'll boil them myself.
I might have to do that, is get online and order some to have delivered. Because I sure ain't driving all the way up to Lebanon or anything.
Oh no.
Right? They're not called green. They're not called raw. They're called green.
Okay.
No, here they call them raw.
Right.
When you buy them by the bag here, Stray, now you might be 100% right. I'm just citing what they show me here. They don't call them green here; they call them raw.
That's because you've been outside working. I'm sure you do got some raw nuts.
Yeah, you can buy them by the bag, or I've seen them in the past by the bag, and it said raw peanuts on them. I said peanuts, not penis.
I guarantee if Grizz would eat them, Grizz would like to fucking Cajun style.
Well, I'm sure I would.
He would, because he likes stuff hot.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, me too.
I'll tell you what.
And if it's a right cup and it's made right, dude, Grizz, it's got jalapeno peppers slices in them.
Ooh, man.
I'll
You
tell
have to send me
you
that
what,
recipe.
you would absolutely like the boiled peanuts. And since you like the hot stuff,
Well, Basement Joe, I'm on my cell phone now. Earlier, I was on the laptop. Well, see, I should live stream from my cell phone, but hey, I only got 20 hours of StreamYard.
right?
Unless I buckle down and buy it.
I'm not going to buy it. I don't make that much.
Hey,
It's not worth it to me.
Is Chris the fam still in the chat?
I think he going.
Chris Pepper one.
Yeah, he's in here.
Bring him up here. I was just joking about him not coming up here.
Okay. Just a second, I'll be right back.
Basement Joe. I wish I knew who that was.
Probably Rick.
I was wondering about that. You think it is?
No, I don't know. I ain't gonna guess on it, but that's my assumption.
Well, that's kind of my assumption too. But I've seen him on other channels. Goddamn gnats. I've got fruit in the house, and the damn gnats come in on the bananas and oranges.
Is it gnats or is it fruit flies?
Okay, it could be a fruit fly. Little bitty pecker gnats is what I call them.
Oh yeah, the Peter gnats.
Okay, now keep it clean. My wife's here now.
Oh, I don't have my seatbelt.
Oh, you better put your seatbelt on. You know how I drive.
Are we
Better
going
put on a
for a ride?
seatbelt. You
Come
better put,
to think about it, y'all better put your seatbelt on because I'm driving right now.
better put a seatbelt on. You better put a
I can't
seatbelt on,
believe
Miss
I'm
Dean,
sorry.
because you know how I am.
I'm trying to, it's hard to read when you're on the gravel road.
Yeah, we're off the gravel road now.
We are going
Prepper Chris, Pretty Pit, or something, PLS Kim, Brian 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Joe is an
Don't read it out loud because everybody already knows in the chat what's going on. So you don't.
I thought you wanted to know.
You can only read out loud what's necessary for me to read. I don't need to hear it all.
Okay.
Miss Deanne.
Uh-oh.
Deanne, they're picking on me.
You should turn
You going to hoop and holler at all these girls here?
Do it quick.
No, it's too hard to drive. Man, take your head out and hoop and holler at all these girls for me.
No.
Oh man, you should see all these bikinis.
No, there isn't.
Turn that
They're
camera
all
on.
guys.
There isn't.
Miss
They're all
Deanne,
guys.
I am who I am because your husband made me who I am.
There's a whole load of girls. There's thousands of people that come out here to this lake since this pandemic.
You made me this way, Grizz.
Uh-oh, we got feedback or buffering. Trey, is that you or Grizz?
What's that?
Okay, that answered my question. Grizz. Oh, he fell off. Here he comes back. Whoop.
Holy cow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, seeing stuff like that might make me wash my windshield so I can see better.
Hey, Tom. More boat.
Grizz sounded like fodder. Yeah, he did.
Now I hear the whistling on the window.
Yeah,
Tell him
can't
about
do
that.
no, can't do anything about that now.
And that dumb window that whistled.
It's just a Chevy.
You can't roll up our back window.
Well, hello, Sandra.
Hello, Kim.
Oh dear Lord, I'm out.
Chicken.
I needed you earlier. They was picking on me, Sandra.
Well, they do that sometimes.
You'll probably pick on me too.
I might. What was it giving you a hard way to go about?
Oh, they just give me a hard way to go about that damn Trump.
Well, that happens sometimes, Kim.
You're
But
not
you
gonna
give it out pretty
are
good
you?
yourself.
You think Basement Joe is water?
No, I don't think so.
I don't either.
I
No.
think Basement Joe's Rick.
No, Basement Joe isn't Rick either.
Then it's you, Grizz.
I can't give it away.
If you know, Grizz, you need to email me later. I'll keep a secret.
I would have to ask this individual if that would be okay. That individual, I'm sure, will say that it's all right to tell you, but I have to get their permission first.
Okay. Well, they would never know if you told me.
Okay.
But that's all right. As long as he behaves himself.
Quit.
Are you quarreling at that poor dog again?
Yeah, maybe.
You better be glad he can't talk back.
I better be glad he don't fucking growl at me.
You growl louder than him anyway.
Yeah, he'd be a force to reckon. He'd be a force to reckon with.
Oh, yeah.
One day we're gonna wake up and he's gonna be running through here with two front paws and a forehead.
No, you're mean.
Chris, you're not grounded.
Sandra, can I ride on your bicycle?
You can ride on the basket, but I'm the driver.
There you go.
I'd rather you put you in the basket. That way, can't get you for a crime of peddling. Oh, never mind. I didn't want to say that out too loud.
I don't trust your driving. You'd dump me
Why?
out somewhere. You'd dump me out somewhere. You'd hit the brakes real hard. Then, bloop, there I go.
Only in the water.
Into a wall, you mean?
No water.
Well, I can't swim.
You can't swim.
Nope.
Everybody can float.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Quit, Stray. You're scaring everybody.
Oh, we still
Still live.
Oh,
Where's Grizz headed to? Get some more dum-dums?
I don't know. They're driving somewhere. Stray will keep an eye out for you.
Stray, you was muted. Might be a good thing.
He muted himself. I can't unmute him.
Right.
I can mute him and unmute him if I do it. But if he mutes himself, I can't unmute him.
Right.
Hey, Sandra,
What?
show us your tongue.
I don't think so. I have manners. Kim, I got me a new gadget for the kitchen to start cooking with.
Cool. What is it?
It's called a Ninja Foodie. It's a grill, like an indoor grill.
Yeah.
And you can use it for an air fryer. You can use it like an indoor grill. You can bake with it. I think it said you can dehydrate. Anyway, it's like 5 different things in one you can do with it.
But it's not open. Right? It's got like a shelf that you put it in.
Kind of. I'll post a link in the chat and you can see what I'm talking about.
Okay, cool.
Chris says he's got one. They've got 2 different types of Ninja Foodies. One's made like an Instant Pot, and then the one I've got's the actual grill.
Okay, I think I've seen it advertised.
Yeah. And I've been using it quite a bit this weekend, and it works pretty good.
I gotta open my drink for my dinner. I had chicken in the oven.
Well, I had one of them indoor grills one time.
Hmm.
Not, I was not crazy about it. This here grill, it's got a lid on it.
Yeah. It can cook up burgers and stuff real fast. You can even put them in there frozen and cook them from that state.
Cool. But I don't have enough counter space to put them on.
Yeah, it kind of takes a lot of space. And the only other negative thing about it is it's heavy. It's like 14 pounds.
Yeah.
To me, that's heavy for a kitchen appliance.
I finally got Pam to let me put my Instapot up on the counter. So
Right,
I don't want to push my luck. I'm sure
right.
it's great. I'm sure it's great, but I'll tell you what, that Instapot, I like it.
Oh, yeah, I love mine too.
And people disagree with me, but man, I like it for hard boiled eggs.
Right. Well, not everybody's going to like everything. So, if
No,
you like it, that's all that matters anyway.
correct. But you turned me on to it,
Yeah,
and it said 5, and you said you do your 6,
yeah,
and I do believe 1 or 2 minutes make a big difference.
it does. Brian, it works like a grill. It air fries. It will bake. It's got a rack that you can purchase to go along with it, and it'll allow you to dehydrate. Probably couldn't dehydrate a big quantity at one time, but that's the basics. Yeah.
Now, you like this better than a normal air fryer.
Yeah, I do. I think the air can circulate better in it than the typical air fryer.
Give me the link. I love racks.
Hark, here comes Miss Pam. There goes Miss Pam. Brian from California says, "Hey, Pam."
Hey, Brian.
I wonder where Bud's tonight. He's usually up here, ain't he?
I don't know. He may have not seen the notification.
Right.
Are you doing okay?
Doing better. I'm like 8 pain patches.
8 pain patches.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Kim Fife.
Yes, Trey.
God damn it. Drop Pepper Chris the link.
Don't get my tires put on till this Friday.
Maybe Kim's getting tired of being bullied after you all picked on him.
I ain't pick on Kim. Shit. Well, hell, if I can't pick on him, ain't nobody else going to.
Well, you're trying to bully him around into doing something he might not want to.
Well, scroll the chat. Chris the Fam won. Pepper Chris has been hollering for a leap for the last 30 minutes.
I
Well,
know
we don't always get everything we want either.
he's not going to understand, but he takes over the channel.
Well, goddamn, Pepper Chris, tell him to kiss your ass and I'll go live. You come on my channel and talk shit.
That's nice of you, Brian. I'm sure Pam will appreciate it.
I'll tell her, Brian.
Yeah.
Quit. Chewing ass. Chewing ass. There you go. Look at them peanuts up.
Yeah, I'm going to order me some. Well, first I'm going to look at Walmart and see if they got them. And if they don't have them, I'm going to order me some.
Are you talking about those boiled peanuts that you can get in a can?
Yeah, but I want them raw so I can boil them myself.
Oh, okay. I know I bought some once. They were already cooked and they were nasty.
Oh, the boiled
If you
one?
get they're
Yeah.
already cooked, it ain't no good.
Yeah, they's already
It ain't
cooked.
but a
Mush
can
and
of
nasty.
mush.
Yeah,
That's all they already can. They're a can of mush.
I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that.
Well, Chris, no disrespect, but this is Kim's channel. And it's best just to respect him and abide by his rules. And if it's too much contrary to the way you feel, you know that there's an exit to the left and the right.
Well, I don't want to be mean to anybody, but
You're not, Kim. You're one of the nicest people there is out there.
I'm going to get flack one way or the other.
Right, you can't win for losing. That's just the way it goes.
I tried to be monetized, and I had some problems with some in the past.
I understand.
They don't turn them back to green. They're yellow.
Right.
So,
Well, you'd show the same courtesy to anybody else.
well, I try not to cuss and carry on.
Right.
So, Chris, I'm sorry, but you're welcome on my chat anytime. If that hurts your feelings, I'm sorry.
Well, the thing of it is, Kim, when you repeatedly keep seeing the same comment and they know that you've seen it and they keep pressing it, it's kind of rude in its own way. I mean, it's not hard to figure out if somebody wanted you up on panel, they would have had you up there too.
Right.
But that's just the nature of the beast and the way it goes on here.
Right. But I disagree with Trump. People can't see that all the lies that he has. And I can't win. I've got so many people against me. And
Well, Kim, it's
I'm
not
a
about
Democrat.
winning.
I am a Democrat, and that's the way I feel about it. And we can't stand another 4 years. So if you want to vote for him, great. But I don't want to argue about it.
Right. And you're fully entitled to have your beliefs and your opinion. And just like, what is it that Aaron Tippin sung that song? If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So you're
Right.
standing on your beliefs. And it doesn't matter if they're contrary to somebody else. It doesn't mean that either one of you are wrong.
And I still like Chris.
Yeah, I do too.
But I just thought, I could get past it without showing my ass, and I'm not going to.
Well, the thing of it is, just don't let people bully you, even though that may not have been his intention. A lot of times we feel pressured to do things that we don't want to do. But it'll all be okay at the end of the day anyway.
I hope so.
Yeah, oh, it will.
Boy, we had a rain. Man, it poured down rain. And then it quit. And me and Pam went and got in the hot tub after the rain. It was nice out there.
Nice and warm. Hi,
It's not
Roseanne.
nice here now. I'm here to stir up some more crap.
What'd you get me from the store?
A smoke. Hugs, Rosanna. Nah, it's all good. Hopefully, Chris don't take any of it personal. I mean, it's easy. It's really easy, and I don't care who a person is, no matter what their beliefs are, to get carried away in a chat. Getting away in the public. It's really easy to get carried away in politics.
Right.
Whether the person's a conservative or a Democrat, you get in the wrong room and people get carried away, and it's like, come on, I just can't keep up with this.
Right.
So I know exactly what Kim meant by, hey, you know what? I feel like I'm being surrounded, and you lose your train of thought when everybody's talking over you. And
Right.
Hello, Rosanna.
But I do know that the Democrats are going to be banned from this country for treason.
I don't know the way things is looking. I think Democrats or Republicans, I feel like we're all in the same boat that's got a hole in it. We're all sinking fast.
Oh,
Yeah,
I just find it disgusting. If I go into CNN or Fox, either one, the narrow-minded fascist on both sides of it, because they're both. There's so much fascism in the Republican and the Democrat Party, and they're both making accusations towards each other on that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like
it really disgusts me that people can't just shut up and listen to each other and try to understand what their fears and their thoughts are.
right. Instead of the mudslinging.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I was in one on Fox News. The Fox News guys were there. Several of them were telling the Democrats in the Fox News site on the live channel. They were saying today, you should just go drink a bottle of Clorox. And then I seen the same comments going from the Democrats saying it to the Republicans on the CNN site. You know, it's like, why are we trying to divide everybody? Why aren't we trying to pull together and listen to each other's fears?
Right. Well, all the division is why this world is falling apart.
Yep, and I personally, my take on it is it's not the Republicans' fault per se, and it's not the Democrats' fault per se. The division is being caused by our major networks, all of them.
Right.
That is true. Back with the other presidents, you didn't see all this on the news.
Well, you know, I started seeing a whole lot more of this during the Obama administration. Now you're pointing on out that Trump ran, and I agree that Trump has been campaigning the first 4 years, you know, for his next 4 years. I seen the same deal underneath the Obama administration, that his first 4 years was about campaigning. And by the way, George W. Bush, his first 4 years. But it seems to be progressively getting worse. The division between the two parties from president to president to president.
Yes, it has.
It's
And
like
I
we're on
don't
a
think
slippery slope now.
we're on a huge slippery slope. I can't even say it.
So,
I mean, I actually think I think we've crossed that line already. I don't think there is any going back.
let me ask you this, Chris. How you getting along with your daughter's trailer?
It's making progress. I just wish it would go faster.
Well, you know how it's going to have to be for it to go faster. Work faster, work more.
Yeah, and longer stuff that I just don't have no control over. I can't do.
I understand.
But we'll get there. The biggest thing is I have the roof over it by this winter. If nothing else gets complete, the roof got to be complete.
Right.
You're putting a roof over the trailer too.
Yeah.
Is it leaking?
Yeah, the trailer does have some leaks, and that's why I'm wanting to put a roof over the top of it for Joel's purpose. The shade on the roof will help keep the trailer cooler in itself, as
Sure.
well as wintertime the leaks and stuff. It's not bad leaks, but there's just enough where I want to get a new roof over there, because whatever you do on those on those camp trailers, you're constantly putting snow seal or something over them.
Right.
And unless you take it into a dealership and have them completely strip it down and completely go over with whatever that they use in a professional environment, you're constantly going to be battling the leaks once they start. Yep, Stray, exactly. The world is falling apart because we can't reunite. And that's why I'm saying that I believe that we've crossed that line. We've gone too far, that we don't want to reunite. Everybody wants their way or the highway. The world is not falling apart; it's falling into place. Well, yeah, I think you're part right, Tim. I think you're actually part right with if you look at it from God's design.
Right.
That's one thing that we can honestly say. If you've read the good book, you know how the story ends, and we know who wins in the end. So that's all that really matters.
That's
That's
right. But you can also go back to the Bible, and God lays it all out exactly what to expect. And He's
Yeah.
already told all these things. And I just don't think a lot of people sees, people are waiting for a sign. The signs have already come and gone, a lot of them.
Yeah, they've been happening. And the biggest take that I get on the signs of the end times and stuff, the biggest signs isn't for us to be afraid of what's to happen. It's to let us know that, hey, you know what? Now's the time for you to really soul search yourself and make sure
Right.
that you're ready for Judgment Day, because
Right.
it's coming, and the signs are telling us Judgment Day is coming. Y'all better get ready.
Right.
You know,
And
don't pay attention to all this crap that's happening over here. I'm
Right.
telling you what's going to happen, and you
Right.
can't change it. That's going to take place no matter what.
Exactly. But from the opposite end of the spectrum, from a Christian standpoint, or however you want to phrase it, if you're right with God, we'll put it that way, these things shouldn't trouble you. It's just a symbol of, it's God's way of saying, keep watching for me because it's near.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's about. It's not to scare us that, oh, the Democrats or the liberals are going to take over, or the Trumps or the conservatives are going to take over. It's not to fear us about. We're in a world of sin. You know,
Right.
sin's going to happen. Evil's going to happen. But God's saying, hey, you know what? Here I am, and I gave you my son to die for you, and you just better learn how to accept his gift that he offered to us freely.
Right. And a lot of people get so upset about this COVID thing that's going around and stuff. We all have an appointed time. And if it's meant for us to go that way, it don't matter what we do, that's the way we're going to go. The only thing
Yeah.
that we can try to control is open communication with God and get all those things squared away and have it settled away right, so that whenever you do die, you don't have to worry about it. Life begins.
Well, I believe that our bodies are, and this is the hypocrite talking in me. Okay, I believe that our bodies are the temple of God, and that we shouldn't do anything to defile them, including to intentionally allow a bad virus to come in contact with us. Okay, so I guess what I'm getting at is, including with the virus, yes, we should do things
Right.
to prevent this from happening to us. Outside of that, it's under God's control. We don't have full control what's going to happen, whether we get the virus or not. But
Right.
God does expect certain things from us, for us to do certain things. We can't say, "Oh God, why did if I didn't wash my hands every time I went to town, and make sure that I did some safe distancing and stuff. If I didn't practice anything, I wouldn't be able to say, God, why did you allow this to happen to me?"
Right.
I mean, so we do have some self responsibility,
Right.
but all in all, the bottom line is that still doesn't keep us or subject to sin,
Right.
the sins of the world.
Right. Because we're in this flesh. But
Mhm.
I lost my train of thought. God gave us enough common sense that He expects us to use it. So if we see
Yeah,
ways that we can take precautions or be safer, well, then we're constantly whooping ourselves if we don't, and then something
yeah.
happens.
And God has also said that that He's to be our judge and our teacher, not man.
Right.
You know, So and we get people, whether it's talking about politics or religion, we get so many people trying to force their views on either way onto the individual, whereas it's all there in the Bible for us.
That's right. There's no debate because that is the truth. It's all
Yeah,
laid out there. And it's not our rules, it's His rules. And if you don't like them, then we can't help that.
yeah.
Well, I'm not for sure if it's going to solve the problem, but I do wear my mask now. Before I went to Georgia, when I went into Walmart, I didn't put a mask on, but I stayed away from people.
Right.
You know, I didn't get right next to them or hug them or all that.
Right.
But when
Yeah.
they talk about when there's the vapors in the air, they stay there for a while. You can
Mhm.
walk through them. So
Yeah,
I just hope that wearing a mask will help.
and I totally can understand, Kim, because I still don't wear a mask when I go to town, unless if I'm actually going grocery shopping and I'm going to be in the store for a while. I'm not just running in and out. If I'm going to be in there for a while, I will wear a mask. But like when I go to the store, like if I just now I just ran down to get this pack of cigarettes. When I get on down there, I don't touch nothing with my hands on in there. I
Right.
walk in there, I push my door up to my back up to the door. I push it open with my back. I don't touch it with my hands. I go on in there. I tell the clerk what I want. They ring it up, put it on the counter, which of course the stuff germs on the counter can get to my pack of cigarettes and stuff. But then I don't touch the counter. I just pick up the cigarettes and go out with it. I don't touch anything, and I go in there with the almost exact same change, and I tell them to keep the change. I don't even bring the change home with me.
Right. Well, I use a credit card for that reason
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to handle the money.
Yeah.
Now I took money with me. You just never know, you know.
Well, I don't know that the credit card is any safer other than you can wipe it down with with the wipes and stuff. But realistically, if you think about it, that clerk behind there that's handling all the money and then handling your credit card, unless you're actually handing, put the machine in the card yourself. But
You,
here they take the card from you and do it.
you put it in the card. You put it in the machine yourself.
Yeah,
They don't.
some of them here, some of them are here that way here, but other ones we have to hand the card over.
Some of our stores, we put the card in ourselves, but you still have to use that keypad.
Right.
Other people have touched it before you.
Yep.
Yep. I don't have to use the keypad. Now at the pump, sometimes you got to put in your zip code.
Right.
But the bottom line is we just do what we feel is the safest and the best for us in the situation that we're in, and then we rely on God that when we do get the virus, if we do, but when we do, that He's still going to watch out for us. And the
Right.
bottom line, it doesn't matter if I die from the virus. All that matters is when I do die, that I'm right with God.
That's right.
Well, I hope I am.
Well, the thing too, when you're right with God, and I don't mean to get on a big religious thing, but it just needs to be said, I think, that God moves into your heart. He gives you a peace that you don't have to feel that fear. When you see things happening, you don't feel, I mean, we're all afraid of things, what could happen, this and that to a certain extent, but we're not overcome by the fear. We have that peace inside of us.
Hello, tennis
Yep.
shoe.
Yeah, tennis shoes. Yeah, I tell you what, Tim, what we have to worry about now with the mail isn't so much. We don't hardly get any mail, through the snail mail anymore. But just think about the emails that you get. How many hands does that go through before it gets here? Man, I tell you what, before I open up an email, I wipe out my counter. I wipe off everything before I open up an email. I spray that email down really good before I open it so I don't get.
Well, I told you, Grizz, I always pull my Ethernet cord out of the computer and put a rubber on it before I put it back in there.
Yeah.
Brian said the only thing he's afraid of is his wife. You're a smart man, Brian.
Now that I can see that their marriage is going to last a long time.
Right.
But yeah, you're right, Rosanna. And a lot of times, well, now you can't sit in Walmart and wait for your wife. But I've watched people come in, they'll grab that thing and they'll wipe their, and then they'll go in there and touch everything in the store.
Right.
Mhm.
I mean, I always try to get a shopping cart outside because it's been sitting out there in the hot sun. Now,
Even if it doesn't get hot, the sun rays do sterilize.
Right.
right?
Now, some of the stores will have a little stand with like these wet wipes that sanitize.
Right.
So that as you're coming in and getting your cart, you can take one of those and wipe the little handle down and
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. I've seen people do that, and then they go in the store and touch everything in the store.
Right.
Now,
Well,
I,
you know,
I want.
you're not going to be able to avoid touching things. The only thing you can do is when you get back to your vehicle, besides avoiding touching your face while you're in there, is sanitizing your hands after you're done.
okay, Sandra, did you hear that there's sanitizer out there now that is harmful?
And no, I hadn't heard that yet.
Okay, I don't know how true it is, but they said that there's some sanitize that is made bad.
Hmm.
I personally believe that all sanitizers are made bad, including alcohol. I believe that I do believe in washing our hands, and cleanliness is next to godliness. But the sterilization, I do believe that we need to get some of these germs so that we can build up immunities to things.
Right. Well, it's just back when they first started coming out, they got on this kick about what is antibacterial soap. People and parents were using it so much and their kids that the kids weren't building up the immunity like what you're talking about because it
Right.
was getting the bad bacteria, but it was also killing off the good bacteria too.
Yeah.
Because
But you
that
also take a look at before they even before they even had the bacteria soaps and stuff. You look back to when the pilgrims first came on over. I mean, how many Indians died from the plague because they hadn't been subject to these viruses at all. Whereas the white man, yeah, it hit us hard, but it didn't hit us as bad as the Indians because they hadn't been able to build up an immunity to this stuff.
Right. Well, it was just like this one country. I can't remember where it was, but my husband was telling me about it. They had been secluded to their own little tribe and had never had any contact from the outside world. And then this one man that goes in to do an exploratory, you know how they like to make their programs and shows on it, he thought it wouldn't be harmful for him to go and try to introduce himself to them. And he brought in something that they had never had and killed a bunch of them.
Yep. That kind of reminds me of that movie. There was a really good movie. I don't know if it was a real movie. Was it Dr. Quinn Medicine Man? I think it was. Anyway, he went into the Amazon or something like that. There, it was after a cure for cancer. It was a really good movie, and it was the same type of deal. They had to go in there. They had to quarantine themselves before they went in amongst those people. Anybody that went on in there, they had to quarantine themselves for X amount of time beforehand. And
Right.
now, hey, not to change the subject really, but I do want to speak on a positive note. Everybody is given negative reports about liberal or Democrat cities, such as Portland and stuff. And I want to talk one about on a positive note on the protests and stuff down here in Eugene. And of course, they have their problems with anytime they have protests, you're going to have the bad bunch. But down here in Eugene, the police force, the city mayor, the city council, they're all on board supporting the police department. They're encouraging protests in that city. And they are also going out full on out for anybody that crosses that line from protesting to anarchy, public destruction of public property or private property, etc. And I just want to say that that's how it's supposed to be done. They haven't lost the message. They're saying Americans should protest, get out there and be heard, but don't obstruct traffic, don't block business, etc. And I really think for the most part, the city of Eugene is doing a really good job.
Right.
So yeah, I just wanted to get that on out there because all we ever hear about is the horrible city such as Portland,
Right.
and we get all sorts of false information on it.
Well, the positive stuff's just not as entertaining to people.
Exactly.
We had riots here in Louisville, Kentucky, which is like 2 hours from here. Now I don't know the whole story about it. It was on the news, so, and it kind of looked like Portland. So,
Well,
Right.
they've had some riots that happened in Eugene. Like they had one this weekend that happened, and they had a riot for about a month before that. A month ago, Eugene put the squash on it there, and then they all of a sudden had another one, and they just went on in there and arrested all the guys that were causing the problem. They encouraged, in the same time, they were encouraging the regular protesters, but they put the squash on the rioters real quick.
Right.
And I think people need to know about that this stuff, that it's just the news media is not covering it. It's not getting the publicity because people aren't searching for that in the news of what's happening. They're looking for the bad stuff.
Right.
But
Or listening to the news and the media instead of trying to search for the right answer themselves.
and I want to point out one more thing on there. The chief of police there was pointing on out. He says we have all these good protesters that have no desire, to harm anything. They're just protesting with the brutality that has happened. And he says we're in full support of these protests. But we've had a group of people that have tried to come in here on a few occasions of the anarchists and stuff, and we've had to go after them hard. And but not only have we had to go after them, listen up, all you conservatives on this part, we've had all sorts of conservatives that come on in here and try to instigate stuff on their end too. So to think that to be blaming all the rioting that's happening strictly all on the Antifas and that group, no, guys, there's a lot of nutwings in the Republican Party that are
Right.
trying to stir up the shit too.
Oh, yeah.
And so we have to be aware. We can't just, for us to sit back and say it's all Antifa's fault, and it's all the liberals' fault because they're supporting this. Well, wait a second. No, if you're going to go that far, you have to go as far as to say, okay, it's the Republicans' fault too, and their part for what they're supporting.
Right.
Brian, you are a conservative, and you know it. You're just not my type of conservative.
Well,
Yeah,
Kim and Chris, I think I'm going to hop off here for the night. I've got to get ready and start my upload and probably get ready for bed. It's almost 10 here.
got another video coming up.
Yeah, I did like an unboxing on that Ninja that I was telling you about.
Sure.
So hopefully it'll be out sometime tomorrow. But I'll catch you taters later.
It was nice chatting with you, Sandra.
You too, Grizz. You too, Kim.
All right. Hang on, Grizz.
Okay.
Rosanna, Brian, Tim. I'm gonna shut this down. I've been on here hour and 45 minutes.